It's week 14, day 92 of my full-time chronic pain rehabilitation journey. I'm Jason, and today I'm going to talk about hoarding beauty. There are beautiful things all around, and it's a shame if you don't notice them and experience them on a regular basis. First, though, a quick status update. My bummy troubles continue, as if I needed one more thing to make my journey harder. I'm still having problems with that, and the cold tub sets it off, which I found out today. So it's not just the hot tub that causes problems, the cold tub does too, which means I'm going to have to forgo both for probably a week, maybe 2 or more, who knows. The right side of my neck was strained today. I had the chiropractor put it back into place. I believe it's because I started a new stretch on my neck, and apparently even though I thought I was going slow, it was not slow enough. In general, I feel like I'm at my wit's end. I'm so tired. My sleep patterns are so irregular, I can't predict what's going to happen with them. Last night, I barely slept. I had a really hard time going to sleep, so I had insomnia up front. And when I did fall asleep, I woke up pretty quickly and had intermittent sleep and fitful fits all night long. And it was just awful. And so I'm kind of scared that my sleep's not going to regulate fast enough. And at some point, I'm just going to cave because of all the pressure. Couple that with all the little injuries I've been nursing along the way and accumulating, and I just feel like I'm about ready to fall over. And I hope I don't. I'm going to keep trying my hardest, but at some point I just feel like I'm going to cave. So God help me. I'm tired. I'm so freaking tired. All right, enough of that. On to today's topic of hoarding beauty. Collecting beauty does actually help. In these types of situations. I'll go over why in a minute. But I have a story I'd like to share from when I was a young preteen. I don't know the exact age, but I had an experience that impacted me deeply and has kind of defined the way that I interact with the world even as an adult. There was a movie called The Land Before Time, just a simple animated picture, but it had a beautiful soundtrack. For a kid's movie, the soundtrack was phenomenal. It was by a composer named James Horton, and one particular movement of the entire movie moved me deeply. It's called The Great Migration. And it's not the entire song, there's just one part where it swells, and it's so beautiful that it just rocked my little brain at that age. I had never experienced such beauty in music before, and it opened up a whole new world of things that are beautiful that I can experience. But it just moved me so deeply that even as an adult, I have that song in my playlist. And I've continued that trend of just collecting beautiful music, whether it's soundtracks or composers like Hans Zimmer, who's just fantastic. Many of his music soundtracks are some of the most beautiful I've ever heard. And then I also collect traditional classic music, whether it's Beethoven or Bach, whatever it may be. I just try to collect and make these moving pieces available to me on demand. And if you think about it, the fact that we can put in earbuds and play essentially the equivalent of a symphony orchestra on demand anytime we want, day or night, is amazing. It used to be that you had to go to a symphony hall to hear anything like this, and the chances of you hearing it on a daily basis or hourly basis was pretty much non-existent. You had to go there maybe once a week. I mean, can you imagine that? But now every person, poor or pauper, has access to technology that puts symphonies, essentially, in your ear whenever you press one little button. It's crazy. It's amazing. That in and of itself is beautiful. But my point here is, if music isn't the thing that moves you, find something that does, whether it's art, architecture, pictures of nature, whatever it is that moves you, collect it and make it available to yourself on demand. So when you need it, you have it. And I frequently employ my playlists, my beautiful music playlists, to move me back to a place of wholeness, connectedness, and just feeling grounded. But that feeling that swells within me is indescribable. And I have it available to me whenever I need it, and I use it. The other thing I would suggest, in addition to hoarding beautiful music, art, architecture, whatever you might like, is to hoard beautiful moments. This goes back to journaling. So I have little experiences once in a while with my daughter or my wife that are so moving and powerful to me. They changed my outlook for the entire day, if not the entire week. And I record those and reflect on them on a pretty regular basis. For example, a couple days ago, Eden just got into this mood where she wanted to hug and kiss me so much when I was leaving. It was excessive, but I loved that she wanted to connect with me that bad. it was kind of irregular. Like, she doesn't usually cling to me like that. More hugs, more kisses, and then run out the door even after I've left and done that 100 times, and then come to my car window, roll down the window, Daddy, give me hugs, give me kisses. It just moved me, and so I wrote about it in my journal. And it's little things like that that just make all the difference. And the reason I collect all of these sorts of things, all of these moments of beauty, is because they remind me that life is worth living. And one of the things I'm adamant about is there's more of it out there than I've ever discovered or even have a hint of. And there's so much music I've never listened to. There's so many pieces of art I've never looked at. And there are so many moments to be had in the future with my wife, my family, in nature, whatever it might be, that I want to experience those. I want to be part of that beauty, the beauty that's available to me now and the beauty that will be available to me in the future as I continue to live my life this way. Fighting for your life means immersing yourself in the beautiful. Remind yourself frequently that life is worth fighting for. If you find my videos helpful, please pass them along and don't forget to subscribe. And until next time, keep fighting for your life.